it's cold outside. Yeah. That's all right. It doesn't matter, man. This is all casual, you know?
You can look on with me.
Just have some fun. Just have some fun. Who's got the third part? Who's got the third part?
I think
Who has the melody?
I have 4. James has a melody.
Good, play out. All right. There we go. Ready?
Not yet.
Ready? Stand. Nah, don't worry about standing. Are you ready over there? Okay, here we go. We da 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 da. Okay, a 1, 2, all 1, 2, 3. What are you waiting for, Skippy? Let us know. Let's go. Doggo, I got to start without you, man. Too slow. Here we go. A 1, 2, a 1, a 2, 3, Chaz Brown. Remember, 4 times up front, 4 times up front. Go ahead, Skippy. Wait, 2 times? 2 times up front, sorry. I'm looking at Skippy's card. 2 times. Go. 2 times.
Concord High Jazz Band. Give them a hand. Okay, I'd like to now introduce to you your new mayor, Tim Grayson.
Hello, everybody. Are you ready for Christmas? All the kids ready for Santa Claus? All right, I'm glad to hear that we're all still kids. Welcome to Todos Santos Park and the tree lighting, wonderful bands, wonderful music. I know it's a little cold, but grab yourself some hot chocolate or some coffee or just snuggle up next to the one that's, well, close to you. And try to keep warm that way. We have a great program for you tonight. But I want to bring up here someone that is a close, very close friend of Concord, a fantastic individual that has always supported us from KGO TV, ABC 7, Dan Ashley. He's a news anchor, he's a rocker, he's everything.
Thank you, Jim. Give the mayor a big hand. Congratulations. He's going to lead this wonderful city for the next couple of years, and he's very excited about it. He has big plans. How many of you were here last year? Make some noise. Remember all that rain? How nice is it tonight? I have it on good authority, and make a lot of noise if this is true. I've heard it on good authority that all the boys and girls out there have been especially good this year for Santa. Is that right? Have you guys been good? Well, I am so proud to be here once again with you this year. This is one of my favorite things I get to do all year. Nothing kicks off the holidays like wonderful music from folks in our community and the great tree lighting. And this is such an important and wonderful way for this community to come together. And I just love being a part of it. We have some terrific entertainment for you tonight and a lot of fun. I have a few housekeeping items that I want to tell you about. First of all, where are those TV cameras? Right up there. Hey, you guys make a lot of noise and wave to the cameras because we're live on Comcast 29, and there's one back there, and Astound Cable 30. Hi out there in cable TV land. We wish you were here. There's plenty of parking. We would love it if you'd come down and join us. So if you're watching on cable, come down and join us. For those of you who are here, let me tell you a couple of things. The Todos Santos Business Association is offering special carriage rides available for a nominal charge starting at Grant Street right by the Hot Dog Palace. So it's a great night. Last year we had a hard time getting people wanting to do carriage rides in the rain. But we don't have that excuse this year. So for any of you who want to get into the holiday spirit and get to clip-clop around Todos Santos Plaza, take advantage of those carriage rides. Again, it's at the Hot Dog Palace. Special thanks also to the Todos Santos Business Association, Tower Grill, Pete's Coffee and Tea, for their generous donations of coffee and hot chocolate for tonight's event. Give all those businesses a big hand for supporting this event and making it special. You know, they don't have to do that, so we're really, really grateful to them for doing it for us. And a special thank you to Ravioli's Italian Marketplace at Salvio Pacheco Square, right across the way there, for the tasty hot minestrone soup, which comes in handy on a cold night like this. So please give Ravioli's Italian Marketplace a big hand too. We appreciate them donating the soup. Well, as I said, we have a lot of entertainment and some great community groups that have come out, and they've been rehearsing really hard for us tonight. So please be extra enthusiastic. I know a lot of you are here to see specific groups of kids, but let's make sure we support everyone who's here because we really, really appreciate their putting on their holiday best, rehearsing for this show, and coming on down on a Saturday night to help make this event so festive. I think I've done this at 10 or 11 years straight since we started doing it 12 years ago. And you know what? Anytime I can be in front of a large group of people who can't change the channel, you know, in my line of work, that's a real treat. So, hey, Brandon. So I'm delighted to be with you guys once again this year. Hey, Rob. How are you, Rob? Nice to see you. Hey, give Rob, our big sound engineer, a big hand back there in that tent. What? Oh, and he has a cold. I'm sorry, Rob, and he still came out. Give him an extra big hand. Rob! Sorry you're not feeling well. Are we ready back there, Rob?
Almost. I'd like to get these up a little next to on stage right on.
Okay. You got it. Thank you, sir. Give us just a moment.
I don't have the little girl thing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, we are almost ready to continue. We're just getting a few ducks in a row. We're going to light the Christmas tree, which will be gorgeous. Ladies and gentlemen, for 35 years in Concord, Deanne's Academy of Dance. Yeah! That's the kind. You know what keeps you warm? Screaming, shouting, and clapping. Just as a tip. So do plenty of that, if you would. For 35 years in Concord, Deanne's Academy of Dance has been helping young people, and young girls particularly, learn the skill and the art of dance. And they have really done, lots of their graduates have gone on to perform, gone on to great colleges, and have had a fabulous experience because of the training they got at Deanne. So please welcome Deanne's Academy of Dance, who, by the way, they're going big time. They're going to be performing on ABC, Disney, Channel 7. I kind of know a little bit about Channel 7. On Christmas Day. Please welcome Deanne's Academy of Dance.
Happy holiday, while the merry bells keep ringing, may your every wish come true. Happy holiday, happy holiday, happy holiday, happy holiday, may the calendar keep ringing. Happy holidays to you. Christmases be white.
From Coney Island to the Sunset Strip, somebody's gonna make a happy trip tonight while the moon is bright. He's gonna have a bag of crazy toys to give the garnish to the girls and boys. So dig, Santa comes on big. He'll come a-calling when the snows the most, when all your cats are sleeping warm as toast, and you're gonna flip when old Saint Nick takes a lick on a peppermint stick. You'll come a-flying from a higher place and fill the stockings by the fireplace. So you, how are you? That's cool.
Haul out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, I may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one last hand, big hand for Deanne's Academy of Dance. Our crowd has grown. I volunteered to dance with them, but they wouldn't let me. I can next year. We'll rehearse for next year. If you're watching on Comcast, Channel 29, and Astound 30, make some noise for these guys. Hi out there watching on cable. If you've just tuned in, we have a wonderful program as we light the Christmas tree in downtown Concord. It's a wonderful holiday celebration. Plenty of parking still. The crowd is growing, and we appreciate everybody being here. Remember, there are carriage rides available. Please take advantage of the carriage rides. It's a nice, festive thing to do with your family. It's a nice thing to support, and we want to keep that around because it's a wonderful thing to be able to have during the holidays. Our next group is coming up in mere moments. We just have to do a little technical work. Give Jim Ocean a big hand. Look at Jim. He coordinates this whole thing, by the way, and even puts out the mics.
Brandon, you start from 17? 17? Yeah.
We got to run these lines.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a moment, the Diablo Vista Chorus is going to perform. The Diablo Vista Chorus has been around in this area, meeting in Walnut Creek for 15 years, actually a little more than 15 years. It's a group of women, very talented singers. They perform barbershop harmonies. And while we wait for the mics to get hooked up, we're going to victimize you.
Okay.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Suzanne Olson, an assistant director for Diablo Vista Chorus.
Suzanne, this must be a labor of love. It's wonderful to make music with a group of people that are like-minded and talented.
It's like Glee for adult women. If you like to sing, come try us.
That's a great line. Tell me a little bit about the kinds of things that you sing and how you choose what you're going to sing. Obviously, around the holidays, you'll pick holiday songs, but the rest of the year, what do you do?
We do all kinds of songs, old songs, new songs, jazz songs, blues songs. We even do a Queen song, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. So we do all kinds of music.
Is it difficult to choose what you're going to, and agree on what you're going to sing?
Well, it has to fit our personality. We have to like it, and we have to be able to learn it.
Okay.
But we learn some pretty difficult music, and we have a wonderful director. I'm standing in for him today because he's out of town, but he helps the music team choose the songs.
And where do you perform? How often?
Well, we put on our own show every year in November, usually at Diablo Valley College, and then we perform for Concord probably twice a year, and then private venues.
So you do private parties as well?
We will,
Yeah.
if you can take 52 women.
Is that how many we have at the
We
full
don't have
group?
that in the whole group, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. That's a lot of fun.
I gotta say, we range in age from 15 to in the 80s.
From 15 until the 80s. Wow.
Yep. So all age groups.
Fantastic. I know that is really a lot of fun to perform with a group of people like that, and we are almost ready. How many people do we have singing today?
I didn't count them.
20 about? One question.
Yes.
Shouldn't barbershop harmony with a group of women really be beauty shop harmony?
Oh, dear.
All right. I think we're about ready. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand to the Diablo Vista Chorus.
That was pretty fast.
Dashing through the snow in one horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle, 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 jingle all the way. Oh, jingle, 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 while we ride in a jingle, 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 one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Let's go jingle, jingle, jingle all the way. Jingle bells.
Diablo Vista Chorus is so excited to be here to sing for you tonight. We love the holiday season and we love singing the classic songs. You might recognize the next two. They're from the late 30s and early 40s.
Listen to the sleigh bells ring out the news that winter time is here. It's a marshmallow world in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a time for play, it's a whipped cream day. I wait for it the whole year
announced for us this evening. Before we leave, we want all of the women and young ladies in the audience to know that we're a chorus of about 50 singers, but we'd love to have more. So if you're interested, please join us at our next rehearsal, January 7th, and see if you enjoy singing barbershop as much as we do.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing the bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's a right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's a jingle bell rock. Jingle, jingle, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air. What a bright time, it's the right time to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go gliding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, pick up your feet, jingle around the clock. Mix and mingle in a jingling beat. That's a jingle bell, that's a jingle bell, that's a jingle bell, jingle, jingle, jingle bell, jingle bell rock.
Ladies and gentlemen, give one last big hand to the Diablo Vista Chorus. Fabulous. Good job, ladies. Thank you so much. All right, next up, from Concord's Park and Rec. Are you ready to get your cute on? Because this is cute. This program's been running for 4 years for 3 to 7-year-olds. It's the Concord Park and Rec ballet class. And I want to introduce to you the director, Crystal Kent. Hey, Crystal, give her a big hand. Have you been a dancer since you were a little girl?
Yes, I have, since I was 4 years old. I started out in Antioch.
Did you really? And tell me about a little bit about your dancing over the years.
Well, I've done jazz, I've done tap, I've done almost anything you could think of. I graduated from UC Santa Cruz. I'm a theater major and a concentration in dance. Had some wonderful opportunities to teach there, do some choreography, and then direct a couple of shows for the college students.
Fantastic. Tell me about how much fun it is, and what are the challenges of working with 3 to 7-year-olds to teach them ballet?
Well, of course, their attention. Yeah. You know, a lot of little ones running around, but I love it. It's what I came back to do. I love working for the community. I teach at John Baldwin Park. I'm in your activities guides, so check your mailbox. Good. Anyone can come and sign up. I teach 3 to 7-year-olds. I've got 3 classes, pre-dance, ballet 1 and ballet 2, and they all have been working so hard to come and perform for you today.
Hey, give them a big hand. That's fantastic, Crystal. And it's so important these days, especially in our schools. The arts are not being taught as much because of budgetary reasons. It's so important to expose kids to music and dance as much as we can.
Yes, definitely. I hope to do this for many, many years to come.
I have no doubt you will.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Give her a big hand. Crystal Kent. Crystal, are they ready? Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge hand to Concord's Park and Rec ballet class. It's over in Baldwin Park. Oh, look how cute.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry. Tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Concord Park and Rec Department ballet class. How great is that? Crystal Kent directing. Fabulous work, guys. Give them an extra big round of applause for being in ballet outfits in this cold weather. Great job, girls. Excellent. I think several stars are born. That's it, guys. Good job. They don't want to leave the stage. I don't blame them. Nice job. They're adorable. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll pause for the fire truck. Hope it's not too serious, obviously. We're going to talk about this a little more in just a little bit. But as many of you know, the boys and girls, the smaller kids may not know, this is a very important date in American history. On this date, in 1941, the United States was entered in World War II when Pearl Harbor was attacked. The next day, Franklin D. Roosevelt declared that we were at war and involved in that great conflict. It is so important to honor those men and women who served our country then and who serve our country now. We can never repay the debt. And as we sit here ringing in the holidays, even as we speak, men and women are very far away from us, quite possibly men and women that you know or are related to, serving in Afghanistan, Iraq, or other places around the world. And we should be mindful that we're able to be here spending time with our families because of all the sacrifices they made and those in our military have made before them. So give them a big hand. Let's honor our veterans today. We can never repay the debt, and tonight we will get the chance to honor in a special presentation some people who survived the attack at Pearl Harbor who are with us tonight. Our next group of performers are legendary in their own right. The Salvation Army does such magnificent work across this country every single day of the year, but the holidays, they tend to come to our consciousness a little bit more because they are really out in force trying to help those who are in need. And next up is the Concord Salvation Army Band, which is actually a 28-piece band. We don't have that many members here tonight because for what they're performing, they didn't need that many members. But they perform every Sunday. And at what church is it? Oh, the Salvation Army Church, which is on Clayton Road, not Concord Road, Clayton Road at the Salvation Army Church. So you can see them every Sunday. But we're always grateful for what the Salvation Army does for those in need. And give them a big hand as they perform some Christmas musical numbers for us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand to the Concord Salvation Army Band. We thank them for performing here tonight, and we thank them for all they do with the Salvation Army all year long. All right, boys and girls, I'm talking to you guys right there. You guys doing good? Having fun? Just the boys and girls. You know how in school you have to be quiet? Shh, 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 right? You don't have to be quiet here. So just the boys and girls, I want you to scream as loud as you can. Ready? Now. I mean, that was really good. That was really good. I'm not sure Santa could hear that. Could we try one more time? Yes, there we go. Good job, guys. All right, next up, they are glad to be back once again. They've performed for us many years here in Todos Santos Plaza, and this is a big deal. The Concord High Ladies First Choral Group is going to not San Francisco, not San Jose, not Sacramento, not Las Vegas. They're going to New Zealand to perform this summer. For those of you who are really little, New Zealand is really, really far away. So what an honor to be going to New Zealand. I know they're super excited about it, right? That's a big deal. They'll go this summer. Please welcome the Concord High Ladies First. 16 years and running.
Watch the tempo so it doesn't crash. Mom?
I saw Mommy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night. She didn't see me creep down the stairs to have a peek. She thought that I was tucked up in my bedroom fast asleep. Then I saw Mommy tickle Santa Claus underneath his beard so snowy white. What a laugh it would have been if Daddy had only seen Mommy kissing Santa Claus last night. It was Christmas Eve and I wanted to see what the jolly old Santa's bringing to me. I went to take a look and was surprised. Mom's kissing Santa Claus right before my eyes. She didn't see me and she didn't hear me creep down the stairs, so I just peed. She thought this was to be such a memory sign that oh jeez, I wasn't sleeping. Then I looked again just to see what they do. My mom was sad when Santa was just whole hug and shine in his picture light. I can get a little more outside. I laughed with Daddy at the end. Loved it if Daddy was there. We should see Mommy and Santa Claus last night. Ooh, I wonder where my daddy was when Mommy was kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe last night.
Good evening to all of you out there. It's been such a wonderful time to be back here with all of you again this year. I just wanted to say very quickly, for those of you that like to spend your holidays shopping at the mall, this next song is dedicated to you.
Jingle bells, one more Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for Concord High. Ladies first. Wish them bon voyage and a safe and fun trip to New Zealand this summer to perform. Fantastic. Last call, I want to mention one last time, the carriage rides. Not last call, but there's no waiting right now. Plenty of good seats available. Yes, okay, excellent. Listen, here's something fun to do. If you want to take a carriage ride with your family, a very nominal charge to celebrate the holidays, starting on Grant Street, right by the Hot Dog Palace. So go try a carriage ride. That's a fun thing to do. Thank you to all of you for being here, for your kind attention, for your great patience, and helping us ring in the holidays in downtown Concord. You know, these kind of events, I've been involved in this event for years, the Music and Market Series my band performs, the California Symphony event in Todos Santos Plaza. You know, these kind of things are so important for a sense of community, and we're very fortunate to have this available to us in Concord. And she's going to be mad at me, but the woman who puts all of this together is Florence Weiss. Please give her a big hand. Florence, where are you? Just poke your head out here and wave. She hates it when I do this. But she really works so hard to make these events special for us in downtown Concord. All right, our next performers have a show coming up on December 20th at Mount Diablo High School. They are a group comprised of about 15 people. These songs will be familiar to you. They're a pop group. Please give a big hand to the Mount Diablo High Red Devil Voice Ensemble.
Star, wise and traveled from afar, just to see the baby king and the joy his love could bring.
Mary held this tiny babe, what an awesome gift she gave. Peace and love, there is no doubt, I just wanna shout it out. Star, wonder, star of night, fill us with your heavenly light, let your light shine down on us and bring us Christmas, Christmas joy, Christmas joy. If your faith is sinking low, there's
That's what I want for Christmas. Anyone can wish for all the trinkets in the window.
Some can even buy the things they see.
But the presents that I want, you'll never find in any window.
Bring me love or bring it just for me.
When you come home at night, take me in your arms and kiss me.
Say you love me, love me, love me.
That's what I want for Christmas. Anyone can wish for all the trinkets in the window.
Some can even buy the things they see.
But the presents that I want, you'll never find in any window.
Bring me love and bring it just for me.
Come home at night, feel me in your arms and kiss me.
Say you love me, love me.
That's what I want for Christmas.
Hold me,
Kiss me.
kiss me. That's what I want for Christmas.
Peppermint and every single thing begins to feel like Christmas. And just like the snowflakes, no two are ever the same. Red and white and candy stripes in every shape besides, and what a sweet treat this is. So hop on the choo-choo and woo-woo to Candy Cane Lane. You'll be all aglow from your head to mistletoe. So there's no that could ever smell as sweet or look as good enough to eat. There's nothing like a city block of hanging lights where I just want to curl up by the fire for a couple cups of cider and roast all those marshmallows that hung up in the trees and line the bulbs and fill the streets just like a scene from a stone cold. So baby, let's go take a stroll down to Candy Cane Lane. You'll be all aglow from your head to mistletoe. So there's no road that could ever smell as sweet or look as good enough to eat. There's nothing like a city block of hanging lights where I just want to curl up by the fire for a couple cups of cider and roast all those marshmallows. Out of Mr. Cinnamon, and suddenly the world begins to taste like December. And you always remember coming down to Candy Cane Lane. There's double eggs from the minty sugar stick, and everything turns winter green. On Candy Cane Lane, one block from Gumdrop Street.
Bring joy to the world, it's the thing to do. But the world does not revolve around you. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. There's a sign above the line that says express. That means 10 items or less. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. Be nice to babies and animals, old folks too. That's how you like them to treat you. Use turn signals, don't scream my calls. Don't you wreck the house when you deck the halls.
Christmas! When others are talking, never interrupt. Don't put people down, don't leave the toilet seat up. It's a time for family and holly and turkey. 'Tis the season to be jolly, not jerky. Jolly, not jerky. Don't dig in the cereal box for goodness sakes. Take the prize and leave me nothing but flakes. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. Santa brought nearly every gift on your list. Why whine about the one that he missed? Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas. Don't be a jerk. It's Christmas.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Mount Diablo High School Red Devil Voice Ensemble. Give it up. How are you all doing out there? Are you almost ready to light the tree? That's coming very soon. Are you warm enough? Are you happy enough? That's good. Wow, look at this group coming up. Our next performers are about 40 members strong, 2nd grade through 5th grade. They represent the Queen of All Saints Church and their fabulous children's choir in Santa hats. How great is that? Ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of All Saints Children's Choir. Give a big hand to the Queen of All Saints Choir. Aren't they fabulous? Good job, guys. We have one more group of performers, and then we have a very special presentation followed by your chance to participate with our mayor's sing-along, and then we're going to light that tree. Are you ready for all that? This is the big finish. Thank you all for being here. From Concord Calvary Temple Church, the Children's Choir is up next. They've been around about 6 years, and this is a group, as you will see, of about 65 kids. That's a big group. This is a little like herding cats, isn't it? Look at these beautiful children. Concord Calvary Temple Church is on Avora Road, just off Willow Pass. Come on in, you guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give a big, huge Concord welcome to the Concord Calvary Temple Children's Choir.
Hello. 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 Mary. Low. Yeah, it is. Merry Christmas. Test. The snow is falling again. It looks like Wonderland, but I'm stuck in traffic behind all these red lights.
So you call me up inside, 'cause I forgot the pumpkin pie. You say it's alright, we'll still have a wonderful night. Just take your time and slow it down. Let your heart hear the joyful sound.
Because it's Christmas, love is filling the air. Because it's Christmas, little hope is everywhere. So let the music play, let your worry melt away. Because it's Christmas.
At home the fire's bright, and the tree is full of lights. But the family's coming, and there's so much to be done.
So you call me up and say, could you hurry on your way? I say, hold on, tonight'll be so much fun.
Just take a breath and say a prayer. Before you know it, I'll be there.
Because it's Christmas, love is filling the air. Because it's Christmas, thrill of hope is everywhere. So let the music play, let your worry melt away. Because it's Christmas. This world's so loud and busy, sometimes we forget.
can't help but love this time of year. It's Christmas time, there's something in the air. There's a little bit of heaven everywhere. Somehow there's a little more love, or maybe there's a little less of us, or maybe we're just slightly more aware. There's a little bit of heaven everywhere. It's the smile on a man who has finally found hope. It's the tears of a mother whose child has come home. It's the joy that we feel and the love that we share. There's a little bit of heaven everywhere. There's a little bit of heaven everywhere. It's funny how it takes a holiday to show us how the world could truly change. If we all took the time to really care, there'd be a little more of heaven everywhere. It's the grace that we show to a world that needs hope. It's giving our lives, knowing they're not our own. It's the joy that we feel and the love that we share. There's a little bit of heaven everywhere. There's a little bit of heaven everywhere. Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing o'er the plains and the mountains in reply, echoing their joyous tune. It's the joy that we feel and the love that we share. There's a little bit of heaven everywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a huge hand for this huge group, the Concord Calvary Temple Children's Choir. Take a big bow, you guys. Very nice. Give them a hand. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your attention for just a moment, I'm going to ask those of you right here that I'm pointing at on stage right, if you'll sit down or crouch out so that everybody can see these monitors. As I mentioned earlier, today is a very important day in American history. It is Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. On this day, the date that will live in infamy, as President Roosevelt described it, December 7th, 1941, Pearl Harbor was attacked by the forces of the Empire of Japan, which propelled us into World War II. A profound event that not only changed the world, it really ushered in a number of changes in the United States. And the men and women who fought that conflict sacrificed beyond measure to preserve our way of life and rescue those countries in Europe that had been invaded and were threatened. And it was a profound event. And we are very, very proud and fortunate to have with us tonight 3 men who survived the attack on Pearl Harbor that day in 1941. And we want you to watch this video because we put together a presentation that tells you a little bit more about what the country went through then, and you're going to hear some stories from those who lived through those trying days. And then we're going to welcome to the stage some men who were there. Think about it, all those years ago, December 7th, 1941. It's a very short video, but if you'll watch the monitor, thank you.
I bring that gun back down and I'm looking for another one coming in and die, but I don't see any up there in the die, but there's one out over the channel, maybe 2 city blocks away, well within the range of a 50 caliber machine gun. He's not in a die, but in a steep banking, descending left turn as though he's getting ready to make another run on us. Because he's in a banking turn, I can see the cockpit. It's about 6 or 8 feet behind the front of that airplane. I figure at that distance and at that speed, if I use the front of that airplane as my aiming point, I'm going to get some rounds into the fuselage, maybe even into the cockpit. And believe you me, if you can get a couple of 50 caliber slugs bouncing around inside that cockpit with that pilot, you're going to give him something else to think about, besides coming back and machine gunning you a second time.
In 1928, a navigation beacon was put on the Mount Diablo summit. Today, the beacon is lit each December 7th in memory of those that gave their lives at Pearl Harbor.
When that beacon light is turned on, that's a tribute to those that lost their lives at Pearl Harbor.
The beacon was on its last legs about 4 years ago. It's in pretty bad shape.
Today, the 85-year-old beacon must be restored to keep the light shining.
We are in danger of losing a connection back to our sunken shipmates as that beam passes overhead. Their plea will be, remember us. We gave our lives while in service to you.
And even though there are just 3 of us who stand here before you, I can guarantee you that I feel the spirits of over 2,400 individuals who this beacon now comes to represent. I feel their spirits watching down on us today and what you are doing, and believe you me, they are applauding you also. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we celebrate the holidays, let's also tonight celebrate those men and women who sacrificed so long ago and those who continue to sacrifice to this day to preserve our way of life. We are in their debt, and we are very, very grateful, and we want to show that gratitude tonight. We have some very special guests on this stage with us tonight, and to tell you a little bit more about that as we finish the program here before we light the tree, I'd like to bring back to the stage. He introduced me, now I get to introduce him. Please welcome Mayor Tim Grayson.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Dan. And it is only right that we introduce each and every one of our special guests up here on stage. So, Vice Mayor, would you come, and we're going to actually call their names out and what ship they served on.
All right, thank you very much. We have, and please wave your hands so that people can see who you are. We've got survivors, John Tate from the USS St. Louis and his wife, Marge. We have John Egan from the USS San Francisco. B.J. Smith from the USS California. And we've got his family, Dawn and John, here. There they are. And we have a daughter, Mary Hicks, the daughter of Marlo Hicks from the USS Montgomery.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Leone. And so I'm going to introduce our council. Vice Mayor Leone, please bring your family up with you. We have Council Member Hoffmeister, if you will come out. We have Council Member Brisson, and we have Council Member Helix. Let's give our council a big hand. Thank you. And my family, if we'll all join, we're going to do a little sing-along. But before we do, I see little red lights blinking out in the audience. And that is because we had a special young student that developed or created this badge for us this year. And her name is Amanda. Is Amanda here? I'm looking for her. Would she come up to the stage? Here she is. Here she is. Amanda Dahlgren. Come on up here. If you'll come up here, we're going to come over here and stand right here by the council. Now we're going to do a sing-along, and we're going to do just one song, so you have to sing it really, really good. And it's We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and we've got the help of all of our children and our Pearl Harbor survivors, and we're going to all sing together, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Are we ready? We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. One more time. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Yeah! We need the Pearl Harbor survivors. Would you all come with me along with Amanda? And all of us are going to light the Christmas trees together. We'll count it down from 5. Have them all come up here. Amanda, can you stand over here? Stand up on you. There you go. Right there. There you go. Come on over here. Are you ready? No, we need a little bit louder than that. Are you ready? We're going to start with a countdown. And you know what to do? You're going to grab that handle with them, and you're going to raise it up on... Ready? We're going to count down from 5. Can you help me count down from 5? No, can you help me count down from 5? All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Amanda, tell them Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
One more song? They want to do one more song. Can we sing Jingle Bells? Are you ready? Let's try it. One more song, and then that's how we'll end the night. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Ha, ha, ha. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Thank you very much. Thank you. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.